What's up, guy? Welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. You ready for this?
Oh yeah, man. This is
You ready for this?
This is the highlight of 2021 for us.
As you can see, we've made some arrangements to the scene, and as you can see, I have two gentlemen with me today.
You got upgrades.
Two.
Yannique Barker and Jordan Sierra, aka Verse. As you can see, if you're watching this on YouTube, and you probably are because my lazy ass hasn't put anything on Spotify or Apple yet.
You've always been a little behind. It's okay.
Listen, I'm not gonna be shit talked on my own fucking show. Okay? So you need to fucking
be careful.
get the fuck together.
Yeah, let me ease up. I know you got some dirt on that laptop. So
You're gonna get smashed.
So today's episode is going to be about the Miami music culture. I think I have two subject matter experts here for today's episode. So a little background on Yannique. Yannique he's been pretty involved with the music industry, right? Not just locally, but nationally. He's a producer, rapper. If you don't know him for that, he's also had a top 10 music video on VH1 that he did for Brooke Hogan called Falling. He released 2 of her albums, as well as collaborated with other top Miami artists like CeeLo Green, which he's not a Miami artist, but also, he's up there. Collaborated with Scott Storch, and one of those 3 artists that I mentioned he's smashed before, but I'll let you guys, figure
shit
out.
talking. You say you don't want to
figure
shit
out
talk.
who.
You say you don't want to shit talk with it. Okay, you can do the shit talking. That's a bias. That's nice. Thanks for that intro.
Very nice.
And my homie Jordan.
Well, hold on, he had a whole intro. You better have some good shit for me. The fuck?
My homie Jordan, dog.
Boom.
Also rapper / producer,
Boom.
He makes his own shit. He makes his own fucking beats, his own lyrics. He
I was in the studio with
freestyles.
Scott Storch just sitting there. I didn't do shit, but I sat there. So you could throw that in there. I sat with him. Sat there.
You good? So homie went viral a few years ago for his impersonations of rappers, specifically Lil Wayne. He has told me that he will not be reciting his Lil Wayne impressions, but we are having some drinks, so maybe we'll change his mind along the way.
Maybe.
It's not looking like it though.
My drink is empty.
Oh, we can refill it. Where's the assistant?
Someone in the back.
That's just soda.
Nah, that ain't soda. We got a little something in there.
So
Cherry Coke.
Jordan also has some music in the works, and we'll see if we get to that. But if he wants to premiere anything throughout the Jesus, what do you
This is alcohol in it?
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, don't fucking drink that.
Okay. I'll put it here.
Horrible.
Is it mixed with Coke or just alcohol?
No, that's just fucking.
Okay, alright, perfect. Sorry.
And together, these guys are the owners of SoBe Films.
Boom.
So they produced the promo video for the podcast, as well as all those fat booties you see on Instagram.
Which
So-
that promo, I mean, we can give it up. That was a great team effort right there.
That was a great team effort.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
You kind of look like a superstar in that video. You know what I'm
Kinda
saying?
look.
I mean, it's amazing what.
I'm only as good as my production team, so I'll give it up to them. Though.
That's
I'm
love.
gonna be humble
That's
right
love.
now.
That's love.
I'm gonna be
Cheers
humble
and applause
right
for that one. The people in the back.
Wow. Did you brush your hair before you did this interview?
No, bro. This is
It looks a little uncoiffed right now.
This is
you
straight
know?
out the shower, dog. I
No,
like
don't
to go
worry.
for that authentic,
Let me
like,
tell
wind in the hair. I mean, hair in the
I had no
wind.
time to fix my beard, but guess what I did get today? Toothbrush. I got a toothbrush. When you get a toothbrush from a girl at her house, it's a different kind of thing. This is a real thing. You get a toothbrush, you could bleed in her sink from your gums. That's real love right there. So I'm just saying that. Shout out to toothbrushes.
That's how you know you made it, kids.
It's a hopeless romantic, ladies and gentlemen.
These are relationships in 2021.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
bleeding in the girl's
For sure,
sink
for sure.
from your gums.
For sure.
We're both bleeding at the same time right now.
I gotta say we're.
She's bleeding from the bottom. You're bleeding from the top.
Exactly.
Blood
Blood transfusion. That is fine.
It took me a second for that one. I was like,
Wow.
Well, on a serious note, we're happy to be your first guest on What Josue Has to Say.
Thank you.
We do a lot of shit talking, but we're proud of you to actually start your podcast in 2021. You know what I'm saying, and get this ball rolling. So we're behind you
thank you for
100%.
having
Thank
us
you
on.
guys. Thank you
Trusting
guys.
us to not ruin this.
Thank you guys. I mean, no, I'm proud to have you guys on. You guys are my friends. You guys are borderline brothers to me. So
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Happy
Cheers.
for
Let's take
you.
a
We
little
like you,
cheers.
man.
Little cheers.
Little cheers.
Little
Little
cheers
cheers
for
for
that.
Gatorade mixed with
Cheers for that.
vodka.
Boom.
Yeah, it's gonna get spicy.
So I'm gonna give each of you a little bit, like a minute or two, to give the people a little excerpt on why you're qualified, guy.
Why we're qualified?
to speak on Miami music culture. You know what I mean?
I don't think we're qualified to be on the show, but you know.
I mean, are we? We all lie on our resumes, so
yeah,
you know.
for sure.
So-
Oh, so Miami music culture? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, why are you qualified? Who are you in the music industry, Doug?
I've just been immersed in the music business. Am I going first?
Yeah,
I'm going first. Okay, I've been in the music business, man, in Miami. I started coming down here like the late '90s, early 2000s, and then started a record label along with my dad. He was really inspired after seeing like Slip and Slide and a lot of like the labels from South Florida coming up during that time. He was like, let's start a record label. So he wanted to do like a multi-genre record label, and so we did. We called it SoBe Entertainment. I was an artist. I went under the name Stax, and then we had a reggae artist named Ja Cure. We had a R&B neo soul artist named Urban Mystic. We had Brooke Hogan that you'd like to mention earlier in the interview. And we basically almost hit like every genre of music outside of like country and opera. So thanks to me in my late teen years, I got to meet like some of the badass artists that Miami has today, like Pitbull, Rick Ross, Flo Rida.
Alicia Keys.
So yeah, Alicia Keys. At least
She was part of it too.
well, she's not from Miami.
Not from
but-
Miami,
No, but like
but-
part of it.
But the cool thing with Miami is, everybody comes to Miami, man, to party, and now it's just become like the hub where everybody records. So it was cool to see people like, Pitbull on the grind and, like the local Miami artists that were kind of underground, then now blow up and be like, hugely successful and worldwide right now. So I don't know if it makes me qualified, but, music's something that's dear to my heart. And, I got to rub shoulders with a lot of like key people who I looked up to, man. So, the bug rubbed off on me. I produce, I songwrite, just like you mentioned. I rap, and just like being creative, man. And Miami's just a great place to do that.
Miami's definitely a music hub,
Yeah,
mecca
for
type
sure,
of thing. You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
for sure.
It has its own style, its
Yeah.
own place, but it definitely does. All right, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not qualified for anything. At this point, I've lost my qualifications.
You qualified.
But I would say that I was just raised, with our parents just listening to Miami shit since I was a kid, and I always loved the music that we have to offer people, from like Two Life Crew and shit like that. So that kind of music was dope, just because I get to see like people shake their ass to it, and like it would really like you would hear some regular music, people dance, but that music would just fucking, pop that pussy. Hey, everybody was popping that pussy. Like, how can you get some bitches to pop that pussy? That's how you do it. So Miami had some power in music, but like people like Pitbull and stuff like that, like I don't know. I feel like we have like a place in music in general, like in the culture of music. Miami is definitely a pretty big and essential piece of the culture. But, I'm just raised in it. I'm like a product of Miami, I would say. So I got to experience and meet a lot of people because of Yannique and stuff like that. So I've been able to kind of experience Miami culture in a cool, different kind of way. But I would say, in 2011, 12, I was definitely a big face of Miami music back then, and it was fun. And
Yeah. That's
Again.
kind of how we connected. We
Yeah.
connected on the music tape.
11 years ago, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
10 years ago.
Yeah,
years
at
ago.
a radio station, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cut and
it's called the
scratch.
Chop Shop. Was it Chop Shop?
Chop Shop.
Chop Shop. Shout out to Chop Shop.
Carlitos.
Shout out Carlito. Carlito, you watching? Shout out Carlito. That's how we connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like a barber shop.
It was a fucking
It was
bar.
like the
People were getting their hair
podcast
cut.
before the podcast. Were
Oh
like
wait,
really
the
going
Chop
on.
Shop
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
on Biscayne?
Yes.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I used to get my haircut there.
See?
Yeah, bro.
No.
They had a whole, yeah, bro. Yeah.
And that's where we
This
met
is
him.
not staged. I swear to God, this is like.
That's where I met him.
real.
That's
Yeah.
the first
What?
time I met him. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Wait, how was the Chop Shop involved in any of this?
Bro, they had a huge fucking like 4 or 5 cameras. They had a whole radio show. You
I
go
knew
up
they
there.
had the little setup, but I thought it was just aesthetics.
No,
I didn't
bro.
think
They had like
actually
Waka
did anything
Flocka
back
up there. I
Yeah.
went up there and freestyle for Waka
That's a
Flocka.
big artist. When mixtapes and stuff
Yeah,
were
bro.
popping, they would have like the artists come through. They put them on video. Then you get your haircut
Yeah.
while you get an interview going.
Bro,
It was dope. It was
was
dope
crazy.
look. So that's where I met this crazy guy.
that's
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was getting my haircut there for like 2 years. I'm
Right.
surprised we never crossed paths.
That's
back
crazy. You
Maybe
probably
we did.
how much $45
And it was
a
around that
haircut,
time,
right?
then. Nah, it was crazy we never crossed paths. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
See, we're all connected, bro.
We're
Miami's
connected.
small, man.
Who are your parents? Just kidding.
Don't ask questions.
I don't know my dad, man. We have the same dad.
I mean, my dad went around, dog. I'm my dad's 4th child, so from the 4th different wife.
No, for
So yeah,
Wow. That's
I like what you said earlier about you being a product of your environment, because I feel like that's such a prominent and prevalent thing for everybody, especially here in Miami. We have such specific cultures, but yet we all gravitate towards the same kind of things, and it's such a big city yet so small. So Miami's very paradoxical in a lot of ways. So
what does that mean?
Like
that's a big ass word. He said, "I'm on a podcast. Let me say some big shit." Paradoxical.
Let me say I passed my SAT.
God damn, let me have the QB real quick.
Yeah, right.
Paradoxical.
Anyway, finish. I know you weren't done with your. Talk about verse, man. Talk about like your little like. What,
so
was verse done? Who was verse?
So in 2011, 2010, I had a video that came out and it went really viral on YouTube, and it got Video of the Year on YouTube in 2011. And it was just me like imitating Lil Wayne, Drake.
You're being humble
Eminem,
out here.
Chilling, you feel me? Just having fun, and it was cool. It was a cool time. I went on tour. I toured for 2 years. I had a good time, and then had a couple issues with some people I was working with at the time. And at that moment, everything kind of went really sour with them. I couldn't tour, couldn't drop music and do stuff. And at that moment, I met Yannique, and we were able to start working at the studio on music shit. Yeah. And then somehow along that way, like I was doing my own music videos. He already had gone to school for video. He already had a bunch of experience on it. And I was like, let's come together and,
make
do
it
some
happen.
videos. Yeah, and we practiced with Nick and stuff like that, which is his artist and stuff. And we were able to like really figure it out. And ever since then, we've never stopped.
And we're just tired, man. We were tired of having people like shoot videos for us and then like keep the footage and just bullshit and you know not deliver and be on time.
You had some good experiences with that.
Yeah, I had some interesting experiences.
So this is the inception of SoBe Films.
This 100%. Like learning how to do it for us.
The inception really got to shout out Rustin, shout out Ruby Farms. I mean, our boy Rustin, who you know,
oh yeah,
spot,
from
was like, yo, I need a commercial shot, and he was like, yo, I put down my money, like, let's shoot something. And I called him, and I was like, look, bro, I'm going to order this gear online. It's going to show up at this doorstep in Oregon, and we got to shoot a fucking video on a cannabis farm. You want to do it? And he was like, hell yeah.
I know which video you're talking about.
Yeah. It's still a badass video to this day. We actually use, like, little cameras they use right now. A Sony mirrorless camera. We shot, like, a badass little commercial for his company.
Crazy.
And that was, like, really the start of it. So we flew all the way to Oregon before we really started, like,
off of, like,
SoBe
fucking
Films.
just believing in it.
Yeah.
Like, we had no idea what we were doing.
But that's how everything starts. I mean, this right now, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, but how many times?
I believe in
how
it.
many times would I be with you at Purple Lotus? Shout out the Kava Bar, and I'd be like, "Yo, bro, you're getting DMs, you're getting engagement from your stories on Instagram, bro. Start a podcast, start talking about Miami stuff, And then how much bullshit goes on in this fucking city for you to like comment on this stuff, comment on the political bullshit, comment on this, societal bullshit,
man. Like I said in my first episode, I was like, yo. If you never listen to me again, the one thing to take out of this is to fucking, follow your dreams, follow. If something's not working out for you, try and do whatever the fuck you feel, pulled towards it.
Absolutely.
And make it happen, man. Like,
if there's anything you learned in the past year and a half, exactly. Life is short, man. Like, I lost a lot of people the past year and a half. He's lost people. It's just like, yo, bro, life is too short not to try something. If you fail, you fail. But, like, take a risk, You never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Don't date a Gemini. That's what I learned the last year. Don't date a Gemini.
Boy, yeah, you can go there later.
Ruin your life.
That wasn't him, guys. That was the Jack talking.
That was the Jack, yeah.
Wow.
I also agree with him, though. Moving forward. So... Specifically, I mean, you guys have knowledge of the music industry in general.
Yeah.
So, comparing the music industry in general, worldwide, what separates Miami? What makes Miami? What makes it? There's some urban roots. There's some obviously Hispanic roots. There's just a little bit of everything down here, and there's things on their own. You know what I mean? So. In your own narrative, in your own way of explanation, how you see it through your eyes, what is Miami music culture to you?
Yeah,
I feel like to me, Miami, like in the Spanish culture, it's cool because we're kind of a melting pot for a lot of people. A lot of people come here and stay here, and big artists like Faruco and these guys have places here, and it's become a good melting pot for like artists to come here and establish themselves, I guess, living here, recording here, making their hits here. And it's almost like you don't have to necessarily even be from here, but like the people doing and recording and everything being here, like the biggest hits, they're all being made here and stuff like that. And it's kind of dope. Like everybody's giving us that kind of like I don't know, that vibe. Like, where we have the vibe where you can come here and make those kind of hits. You know what I mean? Not saying that you can't do that in Wisconsin, but like you could. You know what I mean? But I'm saying like Miami's just like a vibe. Like, it's cool, but.
Well, like you said, you're a product of your own
environment. You see it all day. You walk outside, depending on where you're staying.
Yeah,
you're staying on Biscayne, you're gonna see some Biscayne shit. Us, we staying on the Hialeah shit, but we see different shit. But everybody,
shout out to Hialeah.
Shout out Hialeah. But everybody has their own little different things that they see. But I think Miami culture is cool because we have so many different people coming in here as a melting pot and kind of like making us like look good, But Atlanta really is the hub for hip hop right now. I would say like Atlanta is where hip hop is like the biggest right now. So it always jumps around. We had our time. Atlanta has this time right now. It's gonna jump around like West Coast has their shit right now going on. Like, but Miami will always have that fucking heart. It's crazy.
Okay, that's a pretty good take.
For music?
Yeah.
Miami's just fun, man. To me, it's just like there's so many different subcultures of Miami. Obviously people think Miami, they think like South Beach and the beaches, but you know what I mean. There's so many. Just cool areas, with different cultures, the Cubans, Venezuelans, Brazilians, Colombians, there's like just different little pockets in Miami that's not just like reserved for one area. And the cool thing about it is everybody just like kind of comes together, So I'm not as well versed in like, the reggaeton music and stuff like that, but obviously, it's like a huge hub for that. And then for us on a film tip, it's we got beautiful backgrounds to use, that are full of like beautiful and talented people. So I think when you combine that with the music and then just, like I said, the fun that you can have when exploring the city, it's making for like a real cool grounds to create some cool content, some good music and some good videos. So we're all for it. Sometimes you get pissed when you're here in Miami, you're like, oh God, I'm getting tired of the traffic. I get tired of the people, yada, yada. Then you leave and you're like, God, I really miss home, man. Like, I really want to go back there, And there's nothing like it in the springtime, wintertime. So to me, it's just fun. And I think, with the music business as it's been changing with streaming and everything is just online at the click of a button with your phone, I think Miami is going to be a hub to some like great records and to some great music videos in like this year and the near coming future, bro.
We make fun of Miami, but I feel like Miami is what you said. Like, there's so many things going for it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people growing up, I had people tell me like, "Oh, friends, I can't wait to get out of here." Blah blah blah. And I really could never see myself out of here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I see all the pains, but to me, they're growing pains. Like, that's what you go through when you're.
We live here.
Yeah, like when you just not only you're just growing individually, but growing as a city. Yeah. Like. Like you can make fun of shit, but it's like, where else are you gonna like have a beautiful fucking background of an ocean and a fat booty there? Like, it's superficial, but like it's fucking true, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah, when our friends come from out of town, they're like, "Oh my God, the beach! I can't believe it's crazy."
That's the funniest thing when your friends from out of town like hit you. They think you're living like the wildest lifestyle, that you're going to like 11 and you're popping off and live.
Nah,
but
I think
not.
you
You just see that one night like on your story or something because you had to go there, and they're assuming that that's like every night.
So that's why you and I are disconnecting, because
we live a wild life.
We do live in sort of ways. Even if you don't go out every night, it's not about that. Yeah. It's just about having the accessibility to it. That's all it is. Like,
walk 18 feet and we're on the sand.
That's exactly like who does that, guy? You know what I mean? Like, that's this.
But I see it. Like, now I do. I didn't see it before. Now I do.
It's insane. No, it's what they see is pretty. I mean, obviously Miami isn't all glam, but there's areas of it that we are blessed to have. It's a beautiful fucking city with beautiful culture and so much vivacity and like all these things. I'm gonna stop using all this.
I was just gonna say, he's pulling the words out of there. So I got
vivacity.
Paradoxical
I
vivacity.
didn't even get into fucking UM or UF, guys. So just
you got to SF, SoBe Films.
Right? It's gonna have a word of the day.
I went to Miami.
What Josue has today? Word of the day is paradoxical, whimsical.
You probably got the words written on the phone.
But you are right. Miami.
Word of the day.
Miami is vivacious, Josue. It is vivacious.
It is vivacious.
You're right.
It is vivacious.
You're right, bro.
Awesome.
You're right.
Vivacious.
So, moving forward. Okay.
Moving onward. That's
moving onward. Henceforth.
There you go. Furthermore.
So, seeing that you guys have known the music industry for a while, and seeing what Miami once was musically to where it is today, where do you think we're moving forward? To me, Miami has always been a Spanish, I guess, again, Mecca. You know what I mean? But Miami's also a big EDM type of city. I mean, and urban as well. So with all those influences, where are we headed? Where are we headed musically?
So where we're headed, I think, is just towards more good music. You know, more cultures are blending together, genres are coming together. It's dope to be able to fuse, like, you know, hip hop with reggaeton, EDM. I think obviously, like, when festivals and the nightclub scene can come back after the whole pandemic stuff, like, it's gonna come back like really, really strong. So I think it's just gonna make for like some great music from some established artists, and probably even better music from newer artists that you don't know of right now.
Okay. So in regards, fuck my life.
Wow.
Wow.
Phone
Yeah.
vibrate in the middle of the podcast.
This guy's gotten so Hollywood since this podcast has come out. I mean, I swear to God.
Go buy some Dogecoin.
H-Town, baby, but not
DMs.
Hollywood. Hialeah.
Dogecoin.
Its DMs are flooded right now. I already know. Yeah.
So that's a good way to leave it off, because I kind of wanted to integrate how, I mean, I don't think it's, and if you don't know about this, then you're living under a fucking rock. Half of LA or New York, half of LA and California and New York, we know they've been moving down to Florida in flocks. And where else would you move to Florida than Miami-Dade County?
Jackson.
Because who the fuck goes anywhere else? It's either South Florida or South Georgia, you know what I mean? Like, there's no in between. So, meaning that we have so many new influences from New York, from LA, from Cali in general, not just LA. How do you think that, do you think that...
I'm going to catch that motherfucker.
I think it's gone.
All right.
Let me start that over.
PTSD. Bugs.
So, seeing that so many people are moving here from LA, Cali in general, New York, do you think we'll see any influences? Like, I know Cali is a lot of Silicon Valley. Like, Miami's trying to be the next tech world.
Yeah.
But, or maybe even the tech world will have some influences in the music industry. I mean, who the fuck knows, right?
Sure.
So, knowing as things change culturally, do you see, like, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of change coming up? Or it's like, I mean, 5-10 years from now, with all these new people from LA, from New York, what can happen to our music culture?
Right.
I think it's just going to keep changing. Like, a lot of, like, Bay Area music is big right now. That kind of stuff.
What's Bay Area music?
Bay Area music is kind of like that West Coast style. Like, it's just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, I don't know, you just know when you hear it. Like
San Francisco, Oakland,
E40
like
kind of shit.
Too
like
Short,
that.
yeah.
Like
E40 type of thing?
Yeah, like that kind of stuff is like really big right now. Like, I would say like it's probably
So it's
the
like
biggest thing.
a resurgence type
Yeah,
of thing.
it's coming over here. A lot of people are doing that style, like that drill style that's like in New York that Pop Smoke kind of took and made his own, like kind of like that stuff is like really popping.
I think it's also just more money too. Like, you know, a lot of the major labels have, you know, their headquarters in Los Angeles and New York. So I know a lot of labels are putting a lot of money towards setting up more shops and more offices and more studios down here in Miami. So I think it's only just going to help, you know, the music industry and newer artists to kind of probably maybe get a shot that they wouldn't have had before.
The studios have been popping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's personally, I mean, I don't know shit about the industry, but I see that happening, as well as for some reason I see maybe more of the movie industry being down here as well.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
With so many people that have so much notoriety and, you know, just influence coming down, it's like, I know Miami's not the perfect place to shoot because of taxes, right? Or
and shooting on set.
Yeah,
like,
they depleted one of the funds for tax incentives for film companies, which is why a lot of them went to like Atlanta, LA, and New York. But
nobody comes here. I remember I was an extra for the FX Versace Miami type of thing, and
wow,
they
you didn't tell us
shot-
you were famous.
famous before the
things behind the
podcast.
scenes, and I do know that like they did like a fourth here when the entire Versace thing was filmed. I mean, themed in Miami. The rest, like 3/4 of it, they just did a studio up in LA because
It's
it was
cheaper.
fucking cheaper.
Yeah, because renting a location here in Miami or closing down a street is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a shame because it's like, you know,
It's a beautiful city.
how many music videos get shot in Miami? Like,
Oh my God,
a
yeah.
good portion of them get. But when you talk about like feature films or documentaries, it's a little bit more limited. You know, unfortunately, and there's some great stories here. I mean, you know, how much crazy shit happens in fucking Florida, man. Like every other day,
Private Italian.
you know, every other day you hear some crazy story. They're like, no way that happened, but you're like, no,
Florida,
that's
man.
Florida, bro. Like, that's Florida.
Man,
So
they be eating people here. It's just crazy.
bath salts.
Bath salts.
Oh,
They don't even need that. Sometimes they just eat them. Like, fuck it. Tasty. Little teriyaki sauce on that ass cheek.
Put a little sazon completo on them.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, dog. All right.
I like that shit, though.
Sazon completo or eating
No,
people?
eating ass.
It is 2021, dog. If you're not eating ass, then I don't know what you're doing, dog.
Right.
It builds up the immune system. Think about
Corona.
it. Your immune system builds up. I have not gotten corona. Why? I eat ass. Think about it. All the bacteria that's coming out that ass, I'm absorbing it into my system.
I mean, I thought I was immune because I used to visit the Okeechobee motels in Hialeah when I
That's
was
different.
younger.
That's chlamydia, though. You can't escape chlamydia.
That's what I thought I was immune, but I mean, to each their own.
That's bed bugs. The bed bugs bite
Oh, my God. Wow.
crabs.
Why are you acting modest, bro?
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm just-
yeah, look at him.
I'm laughing at y'all. I'm laughing at y'all right now.
Yeah, shit's crazy. It's all good. But yeah, build that immune system. If you haven't eaten ass, I'm not saying eat it, but I'm saying taste it. It's a difference.
This episode is sponsored by eating ass. So if you like,
Unless you're Michael Edwards.
Who's
who the fuck is
Edward?
Michael Edward?
Oh, Moya.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Shout out, boy. You shouldn't have talked
Shout
about
out
it
to
so
you,
much.
boy. I bet
Oh,
you didn't expect your
Shout out, chill. Shout out, Moya.
You made it, Moya.
Moya, we want you to know that you took a legendary photo that we will never forget.
We have it in our group chat at this moment, and I would show it if I would not be canceled on my second
We
episode.
love you. We love you, Moya.
Be canceled.
You will be canceled.
Yeah.
He will cancel us too.
Oh my god,
Be famous now, Moya.
poor guy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Boris.
I hope his mom is listening to this. It's
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
Well, mom.
Ah,
if you're
hijo,
listening-
que
if
tú
Moya's
haces?
mom's listening.
Your mom. Your mom's gonna be listening.
Take a pause on it.
My mom's gonna listen 100%. My mom's gonna watch this whole entire thing right now. I know it.
What are you
And
talking
hit that
about
cube
eating
real quick.
ass? Are you serious, Jordan?
Mom, I've only done
Why the
cocaine
fuck
10
would you
times.
talk about eating ass?
I'm
Yo.
just kidding.
We'll,
Yannick,
edit,
you
we'll
just-
edit that out.
You know, let me tell you something. Hold up. Eat that ass though on a Tuesday. I'm just gonna say. It's a Tuesday. Toothbrush Tuesday. That's what it is. I got my toothbrush today. Yeah, I really did.
Who
No,
talking
for real.
about, who talking about Taco Tuesday? when we
Nah,
got
I'm just saying,
Tuesday?
toothbrush Tuesday. If your girl give you a toothbrush, you live there. You feel me? Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't post that.
I mean, you already talked about it in the beginning, you know.
You got to
I'm
do a
just
lot of
kidding.
You
editing.
bleeding out from the front.
Nah, I'm not
from
gonna
the
lie.
top.
Today I brushed my teeth. It was the first time I ever brushed my teeth, and so much blood. I've never seen that much blood come out of me. But I said, my body knows we're marking territory today. That's that O positive in your sink, bitch. Take that shit. Enjoy. I can save a life with that shit.
This is romance in 2021.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, this is not how you're doing it. Then I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But
Yeah, no. Hopeless romantic, like I said.
He's such a fucking dumbass.
The Miami music scene is crazy. We the Miami music scene.
This is what to expect. Yeah, this is what to expect from the man.
I love how I got the squeakiest chair because I don't stop moving. It's the sound of my heart. That's how Yessie's bed used to sound. Shout out Yessie for ruining my life. We love you, baby.
All right, definitely adding that.
Let's go.
Moving on to the what is that guy
What is that guy?
Is that guy?
segment. I wanted to go a little bit. Let me not clap on the mic. And speak about the recent shootings in Miami Beach. So, the past couple weeks, I don't know if many of you have been aware, but Miami Beach has really been people have been acting like it's the Wild Wild South. Like, I understand it's a place to go party, and it's all these things, and it's do whatever the fuck you want, man. You got a convertible, you fucking like got a gun, and you just fucking start shooting people, right? Whatever, like no
We
big
sound
deal.
very privileged complaining about shootings in Miami Beach. Just letting you know that. We sound like very privileged. people.
Well, I wanted to keep this podcast authentic, man, and I'm speaking from my reality,
from where we're standing.
from where we're standing, guy, because it's the
Just so
fucking
you know,
truth.
like Danny and I were walking right past the Starbucks, right when they shot that right before they shot him.
Well,
So
the guy shot himself, right?
No,
So that was one of the shootings. There was multiple shootings
you didn't hear the
within.
news story
If
on
I
that?
was able to finish my narrative,
yeah, we're here to cut you off.
but no, you are right. Yeah, there was shooting there, and you're also right with that one. There's been multiple shootings within the week. My boy lives on 8th, and there was another shooting there.
The guy that just
So
shot those random people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like 3 shootings in a week, I think, or something like that, which add on to all the shootings that have been going on throughout, I think, a couple weeks and months. It's just they weren't that built together, I guess, for lack of a better term. And the mayor came out, obviously, because he has to fucking speak up. He's a fucking mayor. And Mayor Dan, which Billy Corbin calls him Mayor Magoo because he doesn't really do much, but I kind of I agree with that statement. He came out and he said, these shootings cannot continue. You know, you can't come to Miami Beach and do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you can't come to the beach and have, like, bad behavior, blah, blah, which is fucking true. Like I said earlier, like, Miami Beach is not the wild, wild west. I mean, wild, wild south. You gotta just act in line. Like, yeah, get drunk, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, Miami Beach has always had that culture, but there's gotta be fucking limits to this shit. You can't be out here wilding out at the risk of other people's safety. You know, it's insane. So that is my kind of like, what is that guy moment. But at the same time, it goes in a double entendre because there's another what is that guy moment within that shit. So the mayor came out and he's like saying, oh, we can't have this happen, blah, blah. And then he like sleuthily slips into his public statement, oh, we are a cultural city and that's what we're striving to be and that's what we will be, blah, 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 blah. This all goes into, and I don't want to say agenda because agenda always sounds like it's conspiracies, and we're in 2021 and conspiracies are, you know, like the fucking rage. But even though it is timely, but again, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm really not, you know, touting out here conspiracies. That they want to reinvent the entertainment district into a cultural destination, meaning a more Santa Monica kind of vibe. If you've never been to Santa Monica, it's very upscale. It is beautiful. It's very family oriented and all these things, which is great. But Miami Beach is basically built on fucking bricks of cocaine. So that's just the culture Miami Beach fucking has.
How the fuck did we get here so fast?
It's built because it's the fucking truth. It's built on drugs. It's built on all these things that really have you wouldn't be proud of, but it's what makes Miami Beach. Like, it's the party life. It's the scenario. One of the things they want to do is they want to limit alcohol sales to 12 a.m., I believe, and close shops down at 12 a.m. as well, which would kill businesses, which would kill the livelihood of so many bars, so many lounges, restaurants, shops, everything, like the works. It's the cultural backbone of the fucking beach. So how would you move forward from that? Now, someone said, and this is, I'm taking this out with a grain of salt, that, oh, how would the beach do this? Oh, well, you know, just make exceptions to the rule, right? What are exceptions to the rule when it comes to a city? Pay an extra tax to stay open past a certain limit of time. Meaning the majority of businesses in the entertainment district, hence the word entertainment district, follow the whole opening past 12 type of vibe. So is this really a ploy to get more money off of these businesses, or what the fuck is going on? If it's not, then there should be the exceptions. There should be no taxes to the exceptions. You have to recognize that these businesses have built their livelihood off of decades to stay open, to build their business, to keep the economy running. Yeah. You can't fucking do that shit. It doesn't matter, like, what. I understand the safety and is a priority of citizens, of tourists, of visitors, of everybody. But you gotta find your fucking politicians. Figure it the fuck out. On top of that, Ricky Ariola, un cubano arrepentido, that has changed his entire Cuban name to fit, I guess, the standard to fit in the Democratic Miami Beach Commission, has said he wants to shut down. Let me look up the quote.
Ariola. That's his last name?
Yeah. His name is Jose Ariola, and he goes by Ricky Ariola.
That's what we saw when we were at the...
that dumbass.
That's awesome. So, that's great. Areola's a part of the nipple. It's not the part that's the nipple, right?
Ricky Ariola.
It's on the nipple. Yeah. That's awesome.
Miami Beach.
All right. It's like if your last name is Pinga.
It's on the outside. There's the nipple, and there's the outside, right around
And the areola. I be seeing some bitches with some big ass areolas. For real, like the whole tit's just a straight areola. They can't even wear crop tops or nothing because the shit pop out the top.
Great. Why can't you wait for this? Like,
Back to the areola.
Areola. Can we talk about areolas as you do this right now?
go ahead.
So I had this one girl I used to date named Emily. She had some. She was beautiful. She looked like Kim Kardashian. But her whole tit was like a nipple, and I don't know how to explain this until I saw that. I know she had like a lot of hormones or something like that. That was just fucking. Maybe it was spreading. Maybe it was just she was about to become a full nipple, and she couldn't. I'm being for. I've never seen some shit like that. Like the shirt would just move a little bit, nipple. I was like, damn.
Really?
I sucked that whole shit.
Wow.
I don't know how I put the whole thing in my mouth. Her skin was kind of like paper, so it fit in my mouth pretty easy. But like silk, like a silk skin.
Goodness gracious.
Amazing. So, according to Ricky Areola, and I quote from Miami Herald, he says, if you look at all the kinds of retail that's there, for example, these t-shirt shops, tattoo parlors, occult bookshops, cell phone repair shops, vaping stores that attract a certain, clientele. What guy? The pores. And that is not a clientele that is a high-end tourist market. Quote, Areola said, a certain clientele that is coming is attracted to the fact that they can stay $80 a night in a hotel and they don't have to spend money when they come. They can just go to the beach. All of that is fine. I'm very egalitarian, another SAT word, but not by me. People shouldn't have to be millionaires to come to the beach. That's very fucking contradictive. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say, except that he's trying to fucking close up every fucking shop that is going to bring in the pores so he can have a millionaire playground in Miami Beach. To me, that's fucking insane. And I don't know how the fuck he's in the Democratic Party, but the Democratic Party the Democratic Party tried to have him shut out and removed recently. It was on Channel 7, but again, that's besides the point. I mean, it's insane. Miami Beach has always been built on a culture of just partying and yes, we can still have wholesome family values, but there's certain times and certain areas for that. Miami Beach has a party culture. You can't just take that away, especially from these businesses that have been around for decades, monetizing off of that. It's insane. You can't just shut poor people out or black people out. Like, what is he trying to say with that statement? You know what I mean? So to me, it's fucking insane, dude. I mean, I don't fucking know. You guys got any feedback on that? Or
Yeah, it's elitist. It's wrong. You know what I mean? It's like you're just trying to cater Miami Beach to like millionaires row. You know what I mean? I remember Lincoln Road, for example, used to have like so much culture. And then, Wall Street, these big companies started raising the freaking rent and buying up all the properties. And now it's like it's lost that cultural, history that used to be a part of Miami and Miami Beach, man. So, I mean, Santa Monica's nice, but at a certain point, like, it just becomes kind of like too bougie and corporate, and it's like Miami's starting to lose some of its values that made it Miami and made it a cool place, that you could appreciate its history.
what is that guy?
What is that guy?
What
I don't
is
know,
that
man.
guy?
Imagine like us without the lotus, like, because it's too bougie. We wouldn't be.
We'd be nothing. Now, they try to shut it down.
It's true. Lincoln Road lost its, not its value, but its Wynwoodness, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
So many years ago, like half the stores are corporate, and it's the rents are insane.
Yeah, it's
Lincoln
crazy.
Road hasn't been cool in many years,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what's happening to Wynwood too. But that's a whole other episode that you can tune into.
Yes.
Yeah, it's and that's our segue into wrapping up the episode. I want to have Yannique and Jordan do a little freestyle and show you guys
We charge.
why it is that
Freestyle, baby.
now we're-
why it
now we're
really is
charging.
that
Ours for Rihanna, baby.
that they should have been on this episode. So
Now we're charging.
we're gonna play a little background music, and we'll have you guys start.
Alrighty.
Okay, we can.
Never heard this beat before, but we gon' do it just one time. For whole sway show in the sunshine. State FLA, it's my time. What I'm about to do, VERSYNIQ. Hey, I ain't even gotta try. Look up on a person. What is that, guy? Representing 305. You see in this movie, yes, the hero does survive. The villain about to die. Here we go. VERS on the microphone. Feeling like Macaulay Culkin left home alone. I'm feeling like Eddie Murphy coming to America, but I'm on my throne. Like Pauly Shore, my bio is my dome. You look at Yannique, there never could be, yes, a clone. Sometimes I drink Jack Daniels out of styrofoam. Other times I'm sipping Komodo, real slow. What up, Jimmy? What's up, Ben? The three people here at the table, these are my friends. Until the end, we gon' talk shit. SoBe Films, VERS, gonna back me up? Or what, kid?
Yeah, I thought I loved her. The last time that I did was going fuck her with a rubber. I'm stubborn. I didn't understand what I had to do because my IQ was so high in the sky that I get confused because my views are crazy. Ocean views, nice sand in my toes. Fuck with these bitches. But trust me, you can't love none of these hoes. They only fuck with you for minutes. Once you fuck them, then they finish. They disappear like Thanos snapping on his fingers. They diminish. I'm Popeye on his spinach. Harry Potter when he's Quidditch. When he flying at anybody, what you thinking? Fly like pigeons. I'm the motherfucking master. Disaster. Put it on your wall after I punch it with my broken hand. Plaster. Cast up. I don't give a fuck about what they say. I had bitches in my past. I had to throw them hoes away. Whole sway has to say a lot of shit. So here we go. We the podcast show interviewing. Let's roll. So I just think about a minute that I felt like I was thinking that I had a bad bitch, but oh my god, man, I was tripping. Hop and skip away from being a dumbass kid. But understand, I'm a baby with some young ass things. I need me a bib when I eat the ass. Like I was saying, no start button or restart when the game I be playing. I don't know what else I could say. That Jack Daniel got my vision on haze.
Yeah, vision on haze. We could do it on way like Chris Tucker. You see me only one Friday. Yes, I don't care if you really been scared. I'm just trying to find some Josue hair that I could sway in the motherfucking wind. I feel like New York, but I ain't got no Timbs. Like I said, these my motherfucking friends. Episode 2, what Josue gotta say. This the end.
Yo,
Hey, guys.
you guys,
It's the end.
you guys are it, dog.
It's the end.
Come on, man. That's the first beat we pulled up, by the way. That was like,
That shit was freestyle,
we don't even know what the fuck
folks.
it is. Yeah.
The beat was called Back Again.
But we happy, man. Episode 2.
Episode
What
2.
Josue has to say.
Absolutely, baby.
We honored to be your first official guest, guy.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, guy.
We're happy that you started
Thanks,
this,
guy.
You know,
We're here.
For being on.
We're here.
some more fire content, some more fire episodes.
Many, many more to come.
Many more.
Absolutely.
You know?
I want y'all to know one thing real quick. Hold up before I go. I got something I got to say to everybody that's watching real quick.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, don't old boy me. Real quick. Eat that ass. You feel me? That's what I was saying earlier because I realized I started thinking about it and I said, hold up, I really don't have COVID because I eat that ass. Why? Because I use that. Get your girl to go buy you a toothbrush, but make sure it's the soft bristles because that shit feels really good on your gums. If you've never had that shit on your gums, that shit feel real nice. It doesn't fuck up your whole, takes the plaque off. On top of that, don't date a bitch named Yessie. I'm just saying, we're gonna put this. This is a real thing. Yessie.
She a Gemini.
She's a Gemini. Yessie. You got so much of my clothes.
Give it back.
Can I have some of my clothes back? Like you got all my matching outfits that match. You have all of them. So I just want to know. Let me know when you can give me them outfits back because you got the matching pants and shirts. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. Besides, on top of that, Yessie, stop doing cocaine. And that's it. That's all I gotta say. So what's next?
Thank you guys so much for being on today.
Sure.
If you guys want to follow them, this is SoBe Films, Chef's Kiss, premier production company in Miami, guy. So follow them. Thank you guys again for being on the show.
Sure.
And as always, have yourselves a good day. Y no se meta con nadie para que nadie se las meta. See you next Thursday. Bye-bye.